Star Citizen has a handful of regular content creators, Morphologis being one of the bigger ones. I think Board Gamer also closely behind that. So when one of the larger content creators throws in the towel, well, he's not throwing in the towel, but when one of the larger content creators says, you know what, 2022 is not the year for Star Citizen and I'm taking a break, it causes a bit of a stir. Now, I can speak on behalf of majority of the backers when I say there is a lot of frustration baked into Star Citizen right now this year. With the roadmap changes, I made a video about 2 weeks ago called The Roadmap Rage where I covered the new issues on the roadmap, not new issues, with the issue with the roadmap and how they removed everything. But a little tidbit which Morphologis missed when he was talking about the topic was this right over here. We're over there. Let's listen to this part.
True. As mentioned in a previous roadmap roundup, as well as on this episode of Star Citizen Live, the core gameplay pillar team has moved to focus exclusively on Squadron 42.
All right, so you are new, you don't know what's happening, let me explain. When most of us backed Star Citizen back in 2013, 2014, whenever it was, I would say a majority of us backed because we wanted the persistent universe. We want the MMO part. The fact that they were making a single player part to the game is nice. It's the icing on top. It's great. I think it's a great strategy. I like the idea of explaining the lore, really setting the tone for what the game's going to be by playing through a single player game and then being released out into the universe. And to have a game with the scope and reach of Squadron 42 with big name actors, I can't think of a game that I've played. Is there anything in recent history that's come out with like A-list actors in it? I can't think of anything recently. The truth is there isn't. There hasn't been a game like Squadron 42 for decades, which is why Chris Roberts wants to take the opportunity to do it. So the problem is, if they are taking away the core gameplay pillar and moving it to focus on Squadron 42, does this mean the MMO part is getting delayed even more? And Pyro, which is the part we're all waiting for, will probably be delayed into next year. Is just that's the straw that broke the camel's back here for Morph. And at the end of this video, he's essentially saying, you know what, I gotta take a break. I gotta play other games, and that's perfectly fine. You know what? There's no ways any content creator can survive or can keep their sanity if all they did was Star Citizen. You go nuts. Even look at the Star Citizen streamers, even the Twitch streamers, I have the utmost respect for them because they do amazing work with that. But to play Star Citizen day in and day out is impossible. They will always play other games too. There's no rule that says you can only play or only follow Star Citizen. You'll go nuts. So I guess Morphologis discovering the secret sauce here and saying, yeah, I can't do this. I can't sit around for a year if nothing's going to be happening. But that is debatable, all right? The community being upset and angry about the lack of development speed in the MMO part of the game and with server meshing is understandable. But at the same time, I made a video just 2 weeks ago talking about this, saying, where the hell is Squadron 42? Answer the call, 2016. What happened? Tell us. And I've said this many times. CIG, give us the truth. Tell us what happened. We'd be mad, but we deserve the truth also. Backers need to know exactly what's going on there. So CIG is also not stupid. They realize they can see the frustration and anger. And what they want to do is essentially say, you know what, like we're close. We just need a final push here. When I say final push, it could be upwards of a year. We need a final push in Squadron 42 to get this out. And to do that, we are moving the core gameplay. Was it the pillar they said? We're going to be moving the core gameplay pillar. We're going to move a lot of dev hours into just squeezing out Squadron 42, get that done. Once that is behind us, we can focus everything back on the MMO part of the game. And as I explained also previously, just because they're focusing on Squadron 42 does not mean they are ignoring the MMO part. The guys doing server meshing have nothing to do with Squadron 42, I don't think anyway. So if the artists and the level designers are working on Squadron 42, it doesn't take away from the server meshing guys who are still working on getting that done. So there may be delays, or there may be some things that are moving from MMO parts so they can focus on Squadron 42. But they're going to do this. We may not like it, and we don't like it, but they have to get Squadron 42 out the way for good. So I really, really hope we see some news this summer about Squadron 42, because poor Morphologis is burning out. And if he is watching this, it's perfectly normal. We've all been there. And Morphologis will go on to say that, because this hasn't come out, he's not going to play much anymore. He's going to play other games. We've all been there too. There was a time before Area 18 came out. I said, I'm not coming back until Area 18 comes out. And on the topic of Area 18, I also said, I don't believe they can make a planet that is covered with a city. I'll believe it when I see it. And when it came out, I was like, I guess they did it, which was impressive. So same with Pyro. I know Pyro probably exists. They're showing us video of it. But when it comes out, I'll believe it when I see it when it comes out. So I can't tell you it's going to be in November. I can't tell you it'll be December. Maybe January next year. I don't know. But that's a frustrating part of this. So Morphologis saying it towards the end of his video now.
Really great quality of life updates. But ultimately, the tangibles for 2022 are going to be very light. All in all then, if you're holding your breath for this year to be the year for Star Citizen, stop. You're going to suffocate. Take a deep breath. It's not the year for Star Citizen.
I want to just toss something in there also. There are so many new backers coming into the game on a daily basis who are putting fresh eyes on this for the very, very first time. Just yesterday, Jack Frags, a giant YouTuber, 3 million people on his channel, did Star Citizen, and he was playing and was having fun. He was having a great time, and I'll do a reaction to his video because it's wonderful seeing the excitement that people have. And you old backers, and Morphologis is not that old, but Morphologis, as an older backer also, need to remember there are constantly new people discovering Star Citizen every single day, and they are blown away. With or without Pyro in the game, they are blown away. There is so much to do. Now, those of us who've been in the game from the beginning might think it's boring, but can you understand the challenge in trying to understand how to play this game with no tutorial and all the places to discover and flying around the moons and all the different bases and the missions? There is so much in the game right now that we simply, the older backers, have just pushed aside because it's old to us. But keep in mind, the fresh eyes coming in, which are by the thousands every month, find the game highly impressive, which is very exciting to me anyway, that people still find it that exciting after all these years, but it's true.
But there's some fun still to be had this year. Personally, if you want my recommendation, I think that it's time to take a step back from Star Citizen and just visit it more lightly. Go play some other games for a while.
Absolutely. There's nothing amazing about this advice. Right now, I'm playing a lot of Cyberpunk. Patch 1.5 came out. They've fixed the game up a lot. It looks great. It runs great. If you have been ignoring Cyberpunk, give it a shot. But that's been happening for years now. Every single content creator has to take a break once in a while, whether it's a couple of weeks. But I guarantee you this, Morphologis will be back in no time at all. As soon as new information or new video or a new ship is released, he'll be out there day one on the new ship saying, an architect reviews the new ship. So this is not the end of Star Citizen coverage from Morphologis, or rather he needs a little break just to recharge the batteries, which has happened to everyone at one point or another. But let's wrap up this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe, your comments below, and I'm going to do a react to Jack Frags next. So stick around for that one.